DreAllDay.com.
On DreAllDay.com. Today's daily motivation is about consuming fast and slow. The world that we live in today, one of our biggest challenges, especially for those of you who are into personal and professional development, is that there is a lot of information out there. A lot of courses, videos, content, etc., programs that you could possibly, books that you could possibly indulge yourself in. The challenge is there's not enough time to consume all of it. Right? No matter if you took 24 hours a day to consume as much of it as possible, you would never get through all of it. So one thing that I always recommend to people is you got to choose who are going to be your experts, where you want to get your information, so you don't feel like you're missing out. You don't have that FOMO of feeling like, I'm not getting enough from here. You got to pick the few that you want to get your knowledge from. I say no more than people you can count on one hand, and get all the information from those people and just go deep into their worlds. At the same time, even if you pick a few people, they have so much material, myself being one of them, that you may not have time to get through all of it in the time that you have available. So this is what I mean when I say consuming fast and slow. One thing is you need to get better at picking up material faster. You need to pick up the pace of your ability to absorb material. In other words, if you listen faster, then they don't have to talk slower. And that's a metaphor. What I mean is, for example, when I listen to audiobooks, if I'm listening to an audiobook with someone who's a fluent native English speaker, I never listen to it on normal 1x speed. I always put it on a faster speed. Now, if someone talks really fast, like their natural talking speed is fast, then I might have to put it on 1.5 so I can get what they're saying. But most people don't talk that fast. Most people who talk at, let's say, the pace that I'm talking at right now, my normal speaking pace, I can put it on 2x and I'm good. I can understand everything that they're saying. I can absorb it. I can be doing something else while I'm doing it, driving, washing dishes, eating food. I can consume their material pretty well. So that means I can get through a 20-minute video in 10 minutes. I can get through a 2-hour piece of content in 1 hour. So now you are condensing time. You need to be able to do this. This is very important for anyone who wants to be able to get and absorb as much knowledge as you can. Again, not while trying to get everything, but absorb as much as you can so you can start actually applying it. This is also something that, back before audiobooks became so ubiquitous and we were all on YouTube and podcasting, that people who read, we would sit down and actually read books, which I still do. Some of these books behind me are not just my books. The ones you can see are my books, but there are more books down there you can't see that are not my books. Is people would take speed reading classes. And the reason people took speed reading classes is for this simple same reason, to be able to condense time so they can get all the information. But instead of it taking them 3 hours to read a book, now they can read a book in 1 hour, and they can actually absorb the information. So just getting better at consuming faster is an important point. Now, conversely, on the other side of that, you also got to know when to slow down. There are times when I will be reading or listening to something and seeing what the person's saying or hearing what they're saying, but I'm like, I gotta listen to that again. So I might have to slow it down. So let me make sure I'm getting this piece by piece exactly what this person is saying. Sometimes I might be talking to someone and they're explaining a concept to me, and they'll say it, and the words all flow and it sounds good. I know they're speaking coherent English, but I'm like, I didn't quite absorb it because maybe it's a new concept to me. And I'll tell them, look, say it again, but say it to me slower. All right, explain it to me like I'm a fifth grader. Explain it to me like I'm 10 years old. Make it slow and make it really, really simple. Spoon feed the information to me. Sometimes I will do that when I'm talking to someone or with some material that I'm taking in, because I got to make sure I absorb it. Now, once I get it and I understand it, now I can speed up my pace. And it's the same thing I used to do even as an athlete. Sometimes when I was working on a new move, I might practice the move doing it slowly just to make sure I got the technique right. Then once I got the technique right, then I will add speed so I can get good at doing it right, but actually adding speed to it. So you need this ability to go fast and slow at the same time. These are not mutually exclusive. You want both. So with that said, folks, leave a comment on this video. Let me know the best action step you're going to take based on today's daily motivation. Make sure you text me so you get my Monday motivation every week. Guaranteed to have you focused, sharp, and on point. My number is 305-384-6894. You want to be coached by me directly, go to workonyourgameuniversity.com. That's the only place I do any coaching. And do all the YouTube stuff while you're here. Subscribe to the video, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like this video, and share the link to this video with somebody who needs to hear this message. Work on your game. Dre all